A great NBA doubleheader on ABC, your NBA destination. Tomorrow, the Mavericks and the Hornets at 1 Eastern time. Dirk against Chris Paul. Then at 3:30 Eastern, the Celtics and the Cavs.
The Cavs have established home court throughout the playoffs. Your Celtics, AB, are in trouble.
NBA on ABC Sunday. Coverage starting at 12:30 Eastern with GMC NBA Countdown. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Saw Kyle Busch lose a couple spots on the pit stop a little bit ago, getting one of them back there, passing Kelly Byers. Busch in the 18, Byers in the 33, and that for third position. So the top five now, Logano, Edwards, Busch, Byers, and Brad Keselowski, the fifth place driver in the 88 car. Remember Keselowski, the defending winner here at Nashville the last time the series raced here last June. He started well back in the field in 19th spot. So looking back again, here come your top five, and there's Keselowski in fifth. Tough start to the season for him, as we documented on Countdown. He's been feeling the pressure.
This is the point of the season, you know, early summer to midsummer, where those decisions will be made of what's going to happen for my future in the immediate. So obviously this is, you know, a now or never situation for me, where I need to have a strong summer to solidify what I'm going to have for 2010.
You know, Alan, this young man right here has had a tough start this season, but I think he will persevere. I think he's going to put himself in position today to get a good, solid finish and try to build upon that. I think that's the thing he builds upon from last week.
Of course, been trying to run a lot of the Sprint Cup races as well, too, in the early part of this season. So we've taken you through the top five. How about a little deeper into the field? Time for our nationwide insurance up to speed. We start with the sixth place runner, Mike Bliss, and Jamie Little. Jamie?
Well, Mike Bliss coming off a great effort last weekend in Texas, where he finished seventh. That was the highlight of the season so far. Well, this morning he qualified seventh, said the car is great. Balance is even better. The last stop, they just made an air pressure adjustment and 4 tires. Shannon.
Well, Jason Leffler started this race today 21st. He has now moved into the top 10. The car started off very good for Jason Leffler, but when he had contact with the 12 of Justin Allgaier, he did have some damage. The guys were very busy under the pit stop. They did some work. Right now, it's just a little bit tight, chattering the nose just a little bit for the 38. Now, right behind him is Michael McDowell, who's very happy to see the sun peeking through the clouds right now. On that last pit stop, they adjusted for the sun, and when the cloud coverage came, the car was going away for him. So right now, they're very happy to see the sunlight. Jamie.
And behind him, Bernie Lamar, his third outing in this 32 car, started 17th today. I had a chance to talk to him before he got in the car. He said, "This is the best car I've ever had." Balance so far today, good. Air pressure adjustment, said it was just a little bit tight on the last stop. Dave?
Jamie, trying to track him down is Stephen Wallace. Near the end of the first run, he had a vibration on the car. That turned out to be a loose wheel. He had to slow down and let cars pass him before that competition caution. Meanwhile, up in second place, guys, real quick, here goes Kyle Busch. He's getting back around that 60 car of Carl Edwards and now going after his teammate. Marty?
All right, thanks, guys, as we get you caught up to speed. And now it is about a 1.1 second difference between Joey Logano and his teammate Kyle Busch. And Kyle making pretty quick work of Carl. So as this run goes longer, we're starting to see Carl have a little more problems, and Kyle actually gets better as the run goes.
Yeah, Carl's going to need another adjustment. I mean, he made one small adjustment that last pit stop. He's going to need another one if he's going to catch these guys. And I will tell you, the sun's beating down this racetrack harder now, and we haven't had sun all week long.
Take a look at Joey Logano as he is going around lap traffic, and he's going to put our Aaron's Lucky Dog winner from just the first competition caution, Kenny Wallace, a lap down again. So as we head to commercial break, it has been an interesting race so far, as Joey Logano, who led a 64 of the first 80 laps last June, only to have serious problems later on in the event. But boy, he's been looking good so far here in Nashville. Welcome back to the NASCAR Nationwide Series at Nashville, presented by Shell. It's race number 6 of the 35 in the 2009 campaign. And right now, Joey Logano has a 0.6 of a second lead over his Joe Gibbs Racing teammate, Kyle Busch, as he continues to control. And we had a chance. I mean, Kyle had some interesting comments on the radio, and let's listen in.
Are we going to be able to get away with not using those stickers today, or no? No, we're going to have to put them on at some point. Let's get them out of the way, dude. Scuffs aren't that bad. If we come in and put stickers on, don't make any changes to free me up if you keep putting scuffs on. I need to be a little bit freer for the center still. Just a little. That was a good change there.
So it is apparent he does not like the sticker tires. Let's go down the Craftsman Tech Garage, bring in Tim Brewer. Tim, why doesn't he like the stickers?
When you set your cars up, folks, when you go out on a racetrack with a brand new tire, it's got oil, petroleum in it. After you heat cycle it, meaning get the temperature up to 220, 230 degrees, what that does, it changes the handling characteristic. Some guys love the sticker tires, but after a while, you run the things, it has a chance to change the characteristics of the tires. But every driver I know, if you give them 4 stickers, that's the way they're going to go 90% of the time.
All right, thanks, Tim. So right now, as we continue, he's still about a second behind teammate Joey Logano, but he has opened up a 1.3-second lead over third place, Carl Edwards. Let's get more on the tire situation from Jamie.
Well, Marty, I was talking to Kyle Busch's crew chief, Jason Ratcliffe, this morning. What I found interesting was they put scuffs on to qualify. He told me they don't do that at any other racetrack, that Nashville is very unique. So tires have definitely been on their mind. They scuffed every single set except for one, and that's what you heard Kyle referring to in that radio.
All right, thanks, Jamie. As we move a little bit further back in the battle here, we're going to pick up action between the 88 of Brad Keselowski and Mike Bliss, because they've got the best battle going on the racetrack. That is for 5th place, guys.
Well, Bliss has got that car handling good, but Keselowski just solid again still. You know, yesterday in practice, we were looking at Bliss's car, talking about Mike Bliss, he had cords hanging out of the right rear tire, Andy. Remember, that track was so green. I got nervous about him staying out there, but I guess with the rubber getting on the racetrack, that problem's just start going away for him.
Yeah, it surprised me that they actually went back on the track after making a change with cords showing on the right rear, but it worked out for him. And, you know, that's why they had that competition yellow, because we see a lot of tire wear on these concrete tracks when the track is green before they get a lot of laps on it. It's starting to rubber in a little bit now, and I think that tire wear issue is probably gone.
You know, talking about the tires, we were talking about those scuffed tires for Kyle Busch. You know, generally when the track is cold, when you got cold outside air temperature like we did yesterday and like we have today, really, a lot of guys like those scuffed tires. They tend to do better on a colder track. The hotter the track is better the stickers work.
Well, in case you're just tuning in here at the top of the hour, we welcome you to Nashville Superspeedway. It is the Nashville 300, and we are working lap number 76 of 225. We've had a total of 3 lead changes between 2 drivers, Joey Logano and Carl Edwards. But right now, Edwards finds himself in 3rd place, and there you see him. He is behind Logano and Kyle Busch. And in 4th place, it is Kelly Byers, with 5th place, rounding out the top 5, Brad Keselowski.